Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Beanie. It's lunchtime. Hold on. Oh, guys. It's a late lunch for me today. See, I've been sipping. It was up here. It's down here. Now it's getting room temperature and it's not as delightful, but your girl's gonna drink it. Don't worry. I'm not making a face because of the taste of it. I'm making a face because I don't got my teeth locked down, so they're moving around, and over here hurts. Like I have a little piece of bone sticking, and up here where that bone broke through the skin, it hurts. So I mean, I should probably just either glue the teeth in while I'm doing this or take them out. But yeah, did everybody have a great weekend? I hope you did. I had a wonderful weekend. I had my granddaughter from Friday to Sunday. Her parents work on the weekends sometimes, and she's a pleasure. She's 19 months, and she is a wild woman. She's a lot like me. She's a lot like me, and she brings me so much joy. I can't get enough of her, but I mean sometimes I can, and sometimes I'm so happy when she finally has to go home because she tears up my house, tears it up, you know. And I'm like, you got to go home, sister. You got to go home, tear up your own house. But this weekend she was so good. She took her naps with no problem, and she you know, she never cries or anything like that, but she was just so affectionate this weekend. Like at one point she just looked at me and she grabbed my face and then she shoved her little face in my face, and there was no better feeling than that. I'm sure my daughter did the same things as a child, but I was much younger, and you know, involved in mothering things, you know, working, making money, and I didn't appreciate a lot of things I do now at my age that I didn't appreciate back then. And that kid, she's just something. She is something. Sometimes I'm a little too much for her, though. Sometimes she'll be like, she does this. Like relax, Beanie. She doesn't do that too much now, but when she was like a year old and I used to be very animated with her, she would be like, and she calls me, you know, she can't say Beanie, but she says Bean. And I say, who's that? She say, Bean. And I think it's wonderful. Yeah, she calls me Beanie, and that's what I prefer. I'm not no grandma. I'm not no Mima. I'm not no Gigi or a Nona. I'm Beanie, and you know, I just do what I want to do. I am who I am. You know, the world is full of cookie cutter cutouts. All right. You know, I mean, watch YouTube. Everybody on YouTube is like the same format. They all just, you know, they're sheep. They all do the same intros. They do the same little, you know, what do you call it? Like musical interludes, and you know, everybody's the same. I don't do that, okay? Your girl marches to the beat of her own drum. I do what I want to do, how I want to do it. And, you know, I will find my tribe. You know, there will be people that are more like me than they are like the cookie cutter cutouts. And those are the people that are going to find me. And that's fine, because those are the people that I look for. You know, same thing in life. You know, I prefer to get to know as many people as I possibly can. You just never know who you can learn from. And so that's that. But yeah, I had a good weekend. After I dropped my little granddaughter off, I did a quick stop at the Trader Joe's because I saw from the highway that there was nobody standing outside in the line. So I quick got off the exit, and what is this? You know, these mofos. Just because you're celery. Yeah, idiot. Ran inside. They had this yuzu hot sauce. It's a ripoff. I mean, it's a little ass bottle like this big for $4.50, but I sure love it. I love yuzu. I really wish I can get a yuzu tree where I live, but unfortunately they don't have them. I know there's nurseries, like I think in California and Arizona, that sell yuzu trees. But I have lemon trees on my porch, like little lemon trees. One of them's like 5 years old. I have lemons. I have Meyer lemons. I have kiwi limes, and I have calamondins, which are like this big, and they look like little tiny oranges, and they smell like oranges, but you guys, they are so bitter, you can't eat them like a fruit. So yeah, I went and I got that, and I did pick up, they have these, and I could make it myself, but I just picked it up. They have the pecans. They're sweet and sour, or sweet and salty and savory. I don't know what it is. And I love them. And I love to use them in cooking. Sometimes when I make a chicken cutlet, I'd like to grind them up and then put them in with the breading. So when you saute the chicken cutlet, oh, you guys, it's good. It's good. So here I am driving home, right? And I'm like, Beanie, you should try to eat that pecan, because pecans are a soft nut. You guys, I was able to chew it. I was so proud of myself, and it didn't really hurt too much. I chewed it on this side, and my teeth were glued in too, but I ate 4 or 5 of them. It was pretty good. I have some salads in my refrigerator that I forgot to give my kids when we swapped out the baby, and they're gonna go to waste because they have kale in it, and I can't chew kale with my dentures, at least not yet. If it had just like spinach and romaine and iceberg, I think I could, but it's got a lot more kale than it does anything else, so that's a waste. Unless I sauteed the I could do that. I could pull the kale out and use it in a dish, like saute it down till it's soft. I'll have to think about it. I'll figure something out. I'm not letting the food go to waste. But anyhow, when I got home, I signed up for Weight Watchers. Oh, they don't call it Weight Watchers anymore, by the way, guys. They call it WW. Rebranded. Reimagined. I think they call it WW Reimagined. You guys, you will forever be known as Weight Watchers. I don't care if Oprah bought half of your business. And I don't care that you fired all those people on the Zoom. Who cares? But I did. I joined the Weight Watchers. It's the first time I ever joined Weight Watchers. I've done Weight Watchers before. Many years ago. I would say probably 12 years ago or so. I had a coworker back where I'm originally from who was forever going to Weight Watchers, and I convinced her to get me, one of their starter packs, and she did. And I did it on my own. Never did one of their, stupid ass meetings or anything like that. Again, like I said, I do things on my own. I do things by myself if I need to. I'm not one of those people that waits for somebody else to help me, or I don't wait for somebody to go somewhere else. I do things on my own. I'm very independent like that. But they don't do that anymore. They don't give you like a welcome packet. Everything's on an app, so you have no choice but to kind of sign up. And it had been so long since I did it. I said, this is, you guys, I didn't even think about it. I was just like, I'm signing up for Weight Watchers. And I went on Groupon and I found a coupon to sign up, and that's what I did, because getting the teeth pulled out was the first part of my journey. And now the second part of the journey is to try to help my body repair itself as much as I can. And I mean, the struggles that I'm having with the inflammation from my autoimmune diseases is real. And I don't intend to, live out the last, half of my life on the struggle bus. So I signed up. And I'm going to talk about it on this channel. So not every video is going to be about teeth, but it is, at least in the beginning, because listen, I'm learning how to eat with these fake teeth. And, is it possible to get yourself to a healthier state, with teeth as it was without teeth, to get in a bad state? Like I said before, you know what? Hold on a second. Hold on, guys. Where is... Hold on. Here it is. Here. Okay. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that well, but here. That's your girl Beanie. Not, oh yeah, look at the piece of hair in front of my face. Like, look at, that's crazy, right? Here's another one. It's kind of dirty. I should put these in. Yeah, so I wasn't always a chunky dunk. That wasn't even my thinnest either. I was probably, look at my cute little waist. I always had big bubbies though. Always had the big bubs. And I always had a big butt. 36, 24, 36 was pretty much always my average measurements. So, I mean, I was always a thick girl, but not this big. And this is a whole nother level that is very uncomfortable for me. And, you know, I'm owning it. You know, part of it is medical, and I have no control over the medical part, you know, being on, you know, different like steroids and things like that. I have no control over. I have, you know, like I said, more than one autoimmune disease, and those affect my metabolism. They affect, you know, my energy level. They affect a lot of things. And then I had depression and anxiety, and that affected a lot of weight gain as well. When you don't have teeth, you know, the options of salads and fruits and veggies are very limited unless you choose to drink them. And let's keep it real. I mean, a lot of us aren't going to do that. But I've juice fasted before. And that's where I've juice fasted in the way where you remove all the pulp from your juice. Like, watch the documentary Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead with James Cross. Is it James Cross or John Cross? And I did that. And where you just don't eat, but you can consume as much juices of fruits and vegetables. And my body had an amazing response to that. So when I, you know, got depressed and my teeth were getting worse and worse and I couldn't eat, you know, junk food, meaning like processed foods, processed microwave meals that you could just kind of chug back. Fast food is really quite easy to eat without teeth. Yeah, I mean, I have as much to blame. I share, not much to blame, I share my responsibility in the current status of my health and the current weight issue. And for me, it's not even so much about a weight issue, it's about mobility. You know, my mobility is compromised, my breathing is compromised. I've mentioned before that I have to wear a CPAP at night because I stopped breathing. I know for a fact with, you know, weight loss, it is going to improve. I have a surgery that I have been putting off for 2 years to repair. I have more than one hernia. I have 1, 2, 3 hernias that I know of. And they're becoming more pronounced the bigger I get. And it's dangerous for me to get them repaired now, A, because of my size. Having the hernias break through is very likely. And B, because I have lung issues. Going under anesthesia, you know, you just don't go under anesthesia willy-nilly. So that's plan B. Like, I need to get this shit fixed. When I thought I was about to lose my job, you know, all these things started flash forwarding, you know, with being without an income, being without health insurance, and all of the things that I neglected, my teeth, repairing hernias, it all came to the forefront. And it's like, I was having a meltdown talking with a girlfriend of mine, and I was saying, I can't get this done and I can't get that. You know, I was having a poor woe is me fest. And she's very calm when I'm not, you know, being rational, not being rational, but I was so upset, you know, at the thought that I was losing my job. But she was just like, okay, well, one thing at a time. And that's what it was. It was like one thing at a time. Okay. Can't do anything about anything else. Let's get the teeth done first and get that done. So now the teeth have been done. Now I'm learning to eat with my teeth. And I know that Weight Watchers works. I know that there's other things out there too. Now, what I will be doing along with Weight Watchers is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, I have done that for over 20 years. When you have autoimmune disease where you get flare-ups like inflammation in your body, one of the first things you learn is fasting is so good for you as far as healing. I know it's popular now, but I was doing fasting long before it was popular. And in other countries, I mean, go to Russia, Sweden, the Netherlands, Germany. Fasting is part of their medical protocol. As a matter of fact, with most illnesses, fasting is one of the first things that they have somebody participate in a fasting program before they even go for pharmaceuticals. Not in America. In America, we just want to dope you up with all kinds of chemicals that, you know, you probably don't need, and you're not giving your body a fighting chance to survive. But whatever. So, yeah, I signed up for the Weight Watchers. I just did a 3-monther, and that's just, you know, I need some accountability right now. I know what's going to work for me. I'm an adult, okay? And I'm very in tune with myself. I dissect myself a lot, you know, mentally. And I just know I need accountability. I know what's going to work and what's not going to work. Keto is nothing but the Atkins diet reimagined, so to speak. And keto, I did Atkins. I think right before I did the Weight Watchers, I had done Atkins. And I wasn't even big then, you guys. Like, I was not big when I was doing these diets. I was just, you know, a dissatisfied person under a lot of stress. Now when I look back at, you know, my size, when I was doing these crazy diets, I'm like, oh, Beanie, if only you knew where you will be in the next 15, 20 years. That's when you'll need it. But, yeah, so, keto is not an option for me. I don't think it's realistic. I mean, just look at anybody who goes on any of these diets for any period of time. They don't last. I mean, even if they get 2 or 3 years out of it, I think that's long. But eventually, if you haven't addressed the reasons that you got to where you were, you'll slide back. I'm very realistic where I just know that the Weight Watchers plan will work with my lifestyle, my brain function pattern. I just know it'll work. I don't even know how to. I can tell you, and I said before that I'm the queen of research, and I really didn't even think about it. I just found a coupon code off of Groupon and signed up, and didn't even feel like the need to overanalyze it. I just know that this is like the next thing I'm supposed to be doing. It's going to be interesting because I'm just learning how to eat with teeth. So, you know, to eat again with teeth. So we'll see what happens. I'll be posting updates on here. So I will apologize in advance to those that have subscribed to my channel solely for dental content. I just don't think that we can talk about teeth every single day, and you don't want to hear about teeth every single day. You know, I mean, our lives are all encompassing. We grow and develop in all areas, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially. And you guys, these plastic teeth hold on to my lipstick for dear life. Anyhow, I said, oh, I'm going to make such a short video today. And I'm looking and I'm already at 19 minutes. So I'm going to cut it short. So I apologize if I upset anybody, because you don't want to watch health content. I'm not going to be one of those douchey people, you guys, who all of a sudden is on a health kick and I'm the Svengali of health. No, that's not my style. And it's not realistic. And if you ever come across, listen, we all have those friends, right? Every time that friend starts a new diet and they post shit on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and, you know, it's all about that diet, that's not lasting. When you have to focus every bit of your attention on that one thing, to me, it's like an invitation for failure. You have to learn to balance. Everything's about balance for all of us. And that's what really any of my updates are going to include. It's just going to include like where we are balancing life. But at least for the next year or so, we're talking about chop chops too, guys. Don't think that chop chop talk is done. It's not done. You know your girl Beanie has got a long way to go. Starting with this Thursday when we see what kind of choppers Bob brings us. Anyways, guys, I gotta go start on this report. It's Monday after all. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone is in good spirits. If you're, down and out and feeling a little shitty, shoot me a message. Leave me a comment. If I can help you raise your spirits, I would want somebody to help me. All right, guys, I got to go do some work. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.